All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start working on looking at editing and creating titles. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go back into Premiere and I'm going to close the project that we were working on. Go to File and just close. Let's just close that project. And it's going to ask if you want to save changes. So if you want, you can save the changes that you've made. I'm going to choose no. So I'm back to the startup screen. And what I want to do is click Open Project, and we're going to open the project. So right now I'm in the folder 1280 by 720. I want to go to the folder Add Image Text Adjust Size, and I want to select the first one here. Add Image Text Adjust Size Step 1, PRPROJ. Click Open. It's going to import the clip. The project is saved from a previous version of Adobe Pro. We're going to click OK. It's going to make any modifications it needs. It's going to import the clip. And so here we have some video, and we have some music, and this person's walking along. And we're going to look at adding some different types of clips or different types of titling to this. So there's basically two ways to create titling. One is to start with one of the presets, and you can import presets and then program them. And the other is to title manually. First, we're going to look at the presets. So I'm going to go to the tab up here called Graphics. Click that tab. That's going to reconfigure the screen. Notice that the tools end up in the middle between your editing bay and your timeline here. Make that fit. And then over on the right, you'll see that there's two sections here. There's Browse and there's Edit. So Edit is where I go to create my own titles. We're going to do that next. Right now I'm going to choose Browse, and you'll see that I can actually go up to Adobe and browse for additional ones, and some of them are free, and some of them are the really nice ones, of course, cost money. And you'll see that they're titled. Coming up next, angled credits, angled image caption, angled live overlay, angled lower third, angled presents, angled slate, angled title, basic lower third. So let's look at that basic lower third. And I'm just going to grab that and drag that down and place it on top of my video. And so here's the basic lower third. You see it's positioned in the lower third. And so I can use these, and there's some very sophisticated ones that you can place over your graphics. Now, first thing I can do is extend the amount of time. I'm going to change the timeline a little bit, and I'm going to extend the amount of time that lower third's on the screen by just clicking and dragging it. And then you'll see that it's very simple. I can just repurpose this by putting my data into it. So if I grab my type tool and click on my type tool, I can click over that box there and I can select it. As soon as I activate it, I go from the browse to the edit folder, and I'm able to edit, and I can put in different fonts. I can make it bold, italicized, choose a fill or a stroke color. In this case, I'm not going to change any of those factors. I'm just going to type in my name. And then I'm going to go down to the second line and select that and type in something there. And I've created a lower third. And so as you can see that's on the screen, and it's moving along just fine, and it's going to render better than it's looking now. So let's have that slide in. We know how to do that now. Let's do that. So I'm going to grab my selection tool and click on that first box here, and I'm going to go up to the top and go to editing. And I want to go to effects controls. Let me move my little picture of myself out of the way. And I'm going to have this slide in from the left to right. So I'm going to drag it to the beginning of the timeline here. And I'm going to go over to position. And I'm going to drag it off the screen to the right. Then I'm going to click my keyframe to have it start there. Then I'll drag it over a few frames and drag it back onto the screen and place it where I want it. And now when I play it, it's going to transition in and stick. And that's a very good example of how to apply motion graphics in Adobe Premiere.